Welcome to Nithyavin Padivugal. In this video, we are going to discuss problems and their solutions from Class 6 Mathematics in CERT syllabus, CBSE Chapter 2, Whole Numbers, page number 37. We have two problems. The first problem is 7 plus 18 plus 13. We can do this problem in two different methods. Consider the first problem 7 plus 18 plus 13. Add the first two numbers and then you will get a sum. The result of adding two numbers is called sum of two numbers. S-U-M, sum. Okay. So, after getting sum of 7 plus 7 and 18, you have to add that sum with 13. Okay. So, what do you mean by sum? S-U-M, sum is nothing but the result obtained by adding two or more numbers. We have two numbers here. Okay. First, let us find the sum of 7 and 18. 7 is in ones place. Actually, 7 is a one-digit number. 18 is a two-digit number. So, let us add digits in ones place. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. 5 is written here. 1 is carried over to tens place and then it will be added with the already existing 1. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. So, 7 plus 18 is equal to 25. And then what do we have now? Plus 13 is left over, right? So, this 13 will be added to the obtained result, which means sum of 7 and 18, that is 25. So, 25 plus 13 is equal to 38. So, we have done actually in this method of solving. In the next method, we are going to choose the numbers and rearrange the numbers for our convenience. How? Let us see. The problem is same, 7 plus 18 plus 13, but we are interchanging 18 and 13 because commutativity property holds good for addition, right? So, let us interchange 18 and 13. What is commutative property? After interchanging the numbers under addition, the result will not be changed. That is called commutative property. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 and 2 plus 1 is also equal to 3. Right. So, even after interchanging the numbers, sum of two numbers will not be changed. So, that is called commutative property. So, using that property, we are interchanging 18 and 13. So, we will get the problem as 7 plus 13 plus 18. Take the first two numbers 7 and 13, add them. 7 plus 3 will give you 0 in ones place because 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 0 will be written in ones place and 1 will be carried over to tens place. Already we have 1 here. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So, 7 plus 13 is equal to 20. Then plus 18, which is equal to 0 plus 8. 0 in ones place and 8 in ones place is equal to 8 in ones place. 2 in tens place plus 1 in tens place is equal to 3 in tens place. So, 38 is the final answer. In the same way, we are going to solve the second problem 16 plus 12 plus 4. In first method, we are going to add the first two numbers and then with the third number. See, 16 plus 12 are taken together at first. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So, 28. And then add 4. 28 plus 4 is equal to 32. See, the second method is considering numbers together for our convenience. Here the first number is 16, 6 is in ones place, and the third number is 4. 6 plus 4 will give you 10, and it will leave 0 in ones place. It will make our work easier while adding with the third number. So we are rearranging 12 and 4. Now we get 16 plus 12 plus 4 as 16 plus 4 plus 12. 16 plus 4 plus 12. Okay. Now 16 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. 0 in ones place. 1 is carried over, and that will be added with this already existing 1 in tens place. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 16 plus 4 is 20. And then we have the third number 12, which is to be added with 20. 20 plus 12. 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 32. Okay. So both the answers are same. And the next two problems are problems with multiplication. We have three numbers to be multiplied together. These problems are also to be done in two different methods. One in actual method, and the second method will be choosing two numbers at first for our convenience. Okay. See, 25 into 8,358 into 4. Consider the problem. See, 25 is having 5 in ones place, and we are multiplying 25 with 4 because multiplication is repeated addition, right? So since commutative property holds good for addition, commutative property holds good for multiplication also. 1 into 2 is equal to 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So even after interchanging the numbers under multiplication, the result will not be changed. So that is commutative property. We are going to apply that property here. 25 into 4 into 8,358. In this way we are rewriting the problem, given problem. Okay. Now because we are making our work very easier, for our convenience only we are doing this. 25 into 4, which is equal to 100. We know that very well. See, 100 into 8,358. Now it is very easy to multiply any number with multiples of 10. We have hundreds here, 2 zeros, right? So write 2 zeros in the end, and then 1 into 8,358 is remaining, right? So write them in the first part. So 8358 with 2 zeros. That's all. Very easy. Okay. No need to do actual multiplications. That's why only we have considered 25 and 4 together. Okay. So by practicing problems like this, you will get your own ideas to solve the problems very easily and quickly. Okay. Next, problem number 4 is 625 multiplied by 3,759 multiplied by 8. See, here we have 5 in ones place, and here we have an odd number, even number. Here we have odd number. So we choose the number which ends with 5, and this number which is an odd number, even number. Okay. So interchange the numbers. 625 multiplied by 3,759 multiplied by 8 is written as, see, all the numbers are written as they are, and then 8 is split into product of two numbers, 4 into 2. Now 625 which means 625 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3759. So already we saw problem ending with number ending with 5 multiplied by 4, right? So in the same way we are going to do this. 625 into 4 is equal to 2500 because 4 into 5 is equal to 20. So 0 here, then 2 is carried over, and then 4 into 2, 8. Already 2 is carried over, right? So 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. For 10, 0 is done here. 1 is carried over, and then 4 into 6 is equal to 24. That number 1 carried over will be added to 24. So 25. 2500 multiplied by 2. So this is done. Now this number should be multiplied by 2. So 2500 into 2 multiplied by 3759. Now 2 into 0 gives you 0. 2 into 0 gives you 0. 2 into 5 means 10. 1 is carried over. So 2 into 2 is equal to 4. And then already 1 is carried over, right? So 4 plus 1 is 5. So we have 5000. And then multiply 5000 with 3759. Okay. We have 3 zeros in the end. So it is easy for us to do this calculation hereafter. See, just put 3 zeros in the end. Now multiply 3759 with 5 only. You get 18795 while multiplying 3759 with 5. So the final answer is 18795,000. Okay. 1,87,95,000. That's all. Okay. By using commutative property, we are making our calculation very easy, right? See. So this is the process. Time to revision. The first method we did actual addition. Then for our convenience we used the commutative property. Okay. In the same way we did for all the problems. So you have to write each and every step. Then only you will get to know which step is right, which step is wrong. Then only you can find out your incorrect steps easily. Don't forget to write each and every step. Okay. Don't be lazy. Keep practicing. Thanks for watching. For more maths videos, subscribe to Nithyavin Padivugal. Thank you.